recorded. So I'm going to bring Eva on to talk to you about this really exciting special opportunity to give back in the community of Miami when we're there on November the 10th. So Eva, take it away.
Good morning, everyone, and I cannot wait to see you in Miami for our breakthrough event. I get so excited to come to the training and hear about the lineup of fun that we have planned. And we have something really special here with this partnership to give back, which is the Lotus House in Miami. It's a women's shelter. It's actually the largest women's shelter in the nation, serving over 1,550 residents. If you can imagine that, it's a very large facility. And they provide very comprehensive services for women, children, and youth, including therapy services. They provide education and classes, job placement, obviously shelter, and they also provide daily meals. And what's extra special about this is they allow each resident to stay up to 6 months as they prepare them to kind of go back out into the world successfully. And so they were really excited about our company and were excited to partner with us. This is actually just 5 miles down the street from the hotel, so that's great news. And when we'll all gather together on Sunday morning, we're going to announce the time of departure to head over to the Lotus House later on this week. But we're going to do a 2-hour project. And one of the things we're going to do ahead of time is we're going to send some items on their wish list for some snack bags. And these are given to the children throughout the day when they pass out snacks. And so we will be kind of divided up into 2 teams when we arrive. The first thing we're going to get to do is we're going to actually get a tour of the facility, which I think is really special. And then we will, one team is going to assemble snack bags and then the other team is going to be assigned to a cleanup project of the facility, which will either be cleaning or painting an area of the facility. And then we've also asked if we can bring women's items with us. So we're going to provide you guys with a list, letting you know things they need like toothbrush, toothpaste, deodorant. And we're even going to encourage you to bring your toiletries out of your room, and we can add to a big box to give an additional donation when we arrive. So I am excited to see you guys at the event. We're going to have Sunday's a really fun, special day. We'll be there for 2 hours and come back and get ready to leave for the concert. So I just feel really blessed to have this partnership for all of us. I think we're going to have a lot of fun. Thanks,
Awesome.
Wes.
Thank you so much, Eva. Appreciate all your help working on that project. And Corey also has been involved. And so we're gonna have 2 team leaders, obviously with Eva and Corey helping with these groups. And we'll be getting you guys some more information over the next week to help with this project, and obviously with getting the wish list of things that you can bring. We're trying to make it easy for packing because I know a lot of you are going to be coming with just a carry-on bag if you're coming just for the weekends. So we're trying to find some things that would be easy to pack and not be heavy and bulky, but also that we could combine into one big box that we can give whenever we go. So you'll be getting some more details on that over the next week or so that you can prepare properly. And so thank you so much, Eva. I really appreciate that. So I'm gonna move
Thank you.
on to the next topic, which I am going to announce the contest first. And apologize once again. I'm at the hospital with my dad, and so there's a bunch of background noise. But I'm going to share my screen. All right. So the contest, and just want to make sure that you can see this. Eva, can you see that? Can you give me a thumbs up? I'm gonna really spotty Wi-Fi. Okay, perfect. So this is the contest that we're doing, and so for those of you that don't know, Miami Beach is one of my favorite places. I used to keep my yacht there, and one of my absolute favorite places on the planet is the Miami River. So for those of you that haven't been to Miami Beach and been to the kind of newer, hipper fun areas. The Miami River is just across the beach from Miami Beach and very close to the Wynwood area. That area was majorly redeveloped over the last 20 years. When I lived in Miami Beach 20 years ago, none of that was there. And so this is literally the hottest spot in Miami Beach. And the reason is because the river is where the yachts and boats come in from the intercoastal, and they can come into the river. And so a lot of people will pull up on their yachts, bring their yachts in, and have food brought onto their yachts. People will come in on charter yachts and be served on their boats. So these restaurants that are on the river have a very cool VIP experience. And so this is literally, if you've been to Miami Beach or you've heard about it, Sea Spice, Kiki's. There's a new place called Habibi, but Kiki's is my favorite place. I've been going there for years, and you'll also see that it's absolutely incredible. It's also very expensive, and so we are running a contest for a dinner for Friday night, November the 8th, and that will be a VIP dinner with myself, with Jake Nealon, who is our acting CTO, my business partner, and heads up all of our tech. And then also we will have Ray Higdon and his wife Jessica there. So you'll have all of the VIPs basically from corporate and that are speaking on that at the event. And that will be on Friday night. And so the way you're going to qualify for this is it's going to be the first 5 people to get 5 points. Okay. And so these are the ways that you get the points. The first one is membership sales. So any personal membership sales. So for example, if you were to enroll 5 personal members, that would be 5 points. An additional way to get points is purchasing a ticket to the training from one of your personal members. Okay. So either from yourself or from a personal member that you enroll. Okay. So in other words, let's say you sign somebody new up and they want to qualify. If they purchase a ticket to the training or to the music festival, that counts as 2 points for them. Okay. But it also counts as 2 points for you if you get one of your personal members that you've enrolled to purchase a ticket to the music festival or a ticket to the training. So that is the way you get the 5 points. Okay. And so the first 5 people to get 5 points are going to qualify for that dinner on Friday night. And just to give you kind of a little bit of an idea of what to experience, I hope this video will play for you, but it's an incredible environment at Kiki's. And so hopefully this will give you a little bit of an experience. So hang on one second. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull it up here, and play it on a different screen. Is that playing, Eva? Eva, is that playing? Tiffany, can you see it? Okay, so I hope that that played. Eva, were you able to see that? Can you give me a thumbs up? Were you able to see the video? Or can I get a thumbs up from anybody? You were able to see it. Okay, all right. So you could see it. Could see the video? All right. I'm concerned about my internet connection, so all right, so I want to go through the agenda of the Miami event, and so that everybody has all of the details, and then I'm going to do some very special role playing here in just a minute. But November 8th, the pool party at the Good Times Hotel is until 6 p.m. So you want to make sure that you get there during the daytime, and remember that is for everybody that is staying at the Good Times Hotel. You can buy a day pass if you are not staying at the Good Times Hotel. They are letting our members buy day passes to the pool party. So if you're not staying at the Good Times Hotel, you can get a pass. I think it's like $60 to get into the pool party, and those are based on availability. So you can get a day pass into the pool party, and the pool party closes at 6 p.m. And then we're going to have the contest dinner at the Miami River at Kiki's at 8:30 for the people that qualify for that. Then November 9th, the training is at the Royal Palm South Beach from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. We are going to have a lunch break during that event. And so that is the training. And then I am telling people to plan team activities with your team on Saturday after the training. So I would encourage you to plan a meeting place for dinner, drinks, hanging out. Don't stay out too late. Of course, we have our service project on Sunday morning. We had originally scheduled the service project from 8 to 10, but we are going to try to see if we can move that back a little bit because the music festival does not start until 1 o'clock. So we will confirm the time for that service project. And so we're going to try to bump it back a little bit so that we can do it from like maybe 10 to 12 instead of 8 to 10 because the music festival doesn't start until 1. And originally I thought that it started at 11. So we're going to try to make that change. And so with that being said, what I want to do now is show you the lineup for Sunday at the music festival. They just announced the Sunday lineup, so you can see who is performing on Sunday at the music festival. You'll see that Zach Brown Band obviously is the headliner, Dustin Lynch, Chase Rice, Gabby Barrett, Nico Moon. But obviously, we're super excited about seeing Nico Moon with all the songs and so forth that we've played here. And so keep that in mind that this is the Sunday lineup. You can see this at the Country Bay Music Festival. And so if you want to make sure that you're there for all of those acts, they start at 1 o'clock. It goes to 11:30 p.m. on November the 10th, which is the day that our tickets are good for. So remember, the tickets that we have are one-day tickets. Those are VIP, beach club access, open bar, and that is from 1 to 11:30 on Sunday. So what I'm going to do really quick is I'm going to actually bring on Tiffany, and I'm going to do a little role playing with you guys because I know that as you get started in the business, sometimes people have questions about um, the uh, the music festival or about the event or about the training, and and you don't know how to answer them, or people give you excuses on why they can't go or how they can't afford it. And so, what I want to do really quick is I want to bring on Tiffany to do some role playing with you guys with me on how I answer the questions and how I promote the events. Okay, how I talk to people about the events, how I promote them as I'm talking to everyone. And so we're going to come on and do a little role playing. Hopefully, if you guys can hear me, I have no idea about this internet connection. So, and there's all kinds of stuff happening around me. So, Tiffany, can you hear me?
Yes, can you hear me?
I can. Yeah.
Great.
Everything
Okay.
is a little frozen on my end. I think it's the Wi-Fi that I'm on, but I'm hoping we can make this work. And then this is going to be quick, guys. Just wanted to go through just some ideas on things you could do to answer questions for people as they're asking about the Miami event and how to get people signed up, because obviously getting them signed up is how you get the points. And so Tiffany, we'll start with maybe doing a little role playing on talking about how to promote the event. Obviously, we can talk to people about the contest and about some of the things that are happening and about the agenda. So let's just go through a call as if you're already a member, you're already signed up, and we're talking a little bit about Miami. So, hey, Tiff, how's your day going today?
Good. How's yours been?
Really good, really busy, but I'm super excited about Miami. I was talking to some of the people on our team, and I noticed that you hadn't gotten registered yet for the Miami event, and I was just seeing what we could do to get you to Miami. I know how important Miami is going to be, and how awesome the event is going to be. And so, do you have something going on that weekend, or why haven't you gotten registered yet so far?
I do. I actually have a family event that weekend.
Okay, so what day is the family event? Do you have something going on a specific day?
It's Saturday afternoon.
Okay, so on Saturday. So what kind of an event is it? I mean, is this something you have to travel to, or is this something kind of local, or what do you have going on?
It's local. I've got some
Yeah,
some family coming in.
gotcha. So a lot of times I talk to people about situations like this, and going to an event like this until you go and experience it, it's really hard to even understand the impact that it can have in your business. And I know that when we talked and when you got signed up, you really wanted to make Bryte Lyfe a serious stream of income for you. And so the problem is that we only have these breakthrough events, like once a quarter. And so since it's only once a quarter, we've only got a few times a year basically for you to have an opportunity to do this. And so, the event is a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And obviously, I know your family event is on that Saturday. Is the family event something that happens regularly, or is there something that we can do maybe where you could fly into Miami on Friday and Saturday, and then you could fly out on Saturday night and then catch the tail end of it? Or what's the schedule that weekend?
Well, I mean, I see them, often. I mean, I might be able to do that.
Yeah. Because I was talking to some people this week, and we actually had some people this week that booked tickets. And they were flying from the same area you were, and they actually got a round trip ticket for, like, I know it was on Spirit, which obviously, Spirit's not the greatest. But they got their ticket for like $239 round trip. And if you were to go in on a Friday and Saturday and then fly out on Saturday night, you're only going to have to spend one night in a hotel. And then you've got the training, and then you could get back on Saturday night to still see your family. And if you do that cheap Spirit ticket at 239, you don't have to worry about checking a bag, you don't have to worry about bringing anything. So a lot of those extra fees on Spirit won't make the ticket more expensive, because I know obviously when you buy those cheap tickets, they get you with bringing a bag and checking a bag and all those things. But if you're just coming for 24 hours, the $239 for your ticket plus the $99 for the event, because the company has extended that $99 general admission. So you're really going to spend $300. And so for me, and then the other thing is that, we've got a lot of people that got their rooms blocked at the Good Times Hotel. And so if you put into the group chat, hey, looking for a roommate for Friday night, or maybe even Friday and Saturday, or maybe if you went to your Saturday event in the morning and then came in the tail end in the afternoon and then caught the back half of the training and then went to the music festival with us on Sunday, you could lower your cost by trying to find a roommate, doing a last minute ticket, not having to pay all the extra fees. And then maybe you could still work it out to where you could come for part of it, because I know the impact that the event's going to have, and the speakers that are going to be there. It's going to definitely be worth your time.
Okay, well, I'll see what I can do. Definitely.
Cool. So let's try something else, because I know a lot of times people talk about the cost, right? So let's do this one, Tiff. Let's say I call you, and then let's use finances or funds as the reason why you can't go. So hey, Tiff, how's everything going?
Good. How are you?
Good, really good. Hey, congrats on signing up 2 people last week. That's awesome. You're getting really close to your next promotion, so that's really great.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I saw that the company announced this new contest for the Miami event where you get 5 points. You actually qualify for that VIP dinner with all the company execs on Friday night. And I noticed that you're not registered for the event. Do you think that there's a way we can get you to the event? I mean, just getting your own ticket and then a music festival ticket would get you a couple of points towards the contest. And then you could sign up a couple more people like you just did. You'd basically be at 5 points almost. So is there a reason why you haven't gotten signed up yet, or can we get you signed up now that the company's doing this last minute contest to try to get you there?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about it. I just don't have the money to do it right now.
The money for the whole weekend, or the money for the music festival, or the tickets, or which part?
I feel like kind of all of it.
Hmm. The whole weekend.
Yeah.
When I got started in this industry, 20 years ago, when we started World Ventures, we had to really kind of pinch pennies to get to these events because World Ventures used to do an event like this every month. And so I had a lot of people, myself included, that, we were traveling every month to go to this company event, and it was in a different city every month. So that meant flight or a very long drive. It meant hotel. It meant training. And the tickets to the World Ventures trainings, because it was a 3-day event, they were $300. So it was $300 for the training. Then it was, gas or a flight and a hotel and food, of course. But the way I always looked at it is, I'm going to spend money on food if I'm home in Dallas, right? So I'm going to be spending money on food regardless. You don't have to go to the most expensive places in Miami. In fact, where we're staying at the Good Times Hotel, there's a couple of really cool little Cuban sandwich shops and like eateries that are close that are very reasonable. And then on top of that, the company kept the tickets at $99 for the event. So if you do a last minute Spirit ticket, and get, I've seen tickets for like 239, 279, 299. So you're looking at $300 for a ticket, $100 for the training. You could probably get through the weekend, on under $100, going for just 2 nights. Plus, the other thing I've been telling people is there's a lot of people that got rooms at the Good Times Hotel that would totally do a roommate. And you could talk and see, if you pay post, hey, looking for a female roommate to share a room at the Good Times Hotel to split costs, because there may be some people that booked a room and that was a little bit of a stretch for them too. And the room rate that we got was 149 a night. So if y'all split a room, you're talking about maybe $300 a person, for the whole weekend if you stayed all 3 nights. And if you can't swing the music festival, I totally get it. But if you're looking at food $100, your flight $300, and your room if you did all 3 nights. But if you didn't do the music festival, maybe you just did 2 nights, and maybe you could get it for 200. You could probably get to Miami for $500. And in my opinion, there's a lot of ways where you could come up with an extra $500. I mean, I've sold some stuff on eBay, stuff that I don't wear anymore, some old shoes, some other stuff. You can throw that stuff on eBay or StockX. There's other places where you could make some last minute funds, and you still got a couple weeks to get these things worked out. And of course, if you could go to that dinner, I mean, if you get that five, I mean, that dinner will save you money, obviously, because you're not paying for the dinner on that Friday night. But the exposure that you're getting, I mean, to work with, Jake Nealon, who basically has already started multiple companies that have done 1 billion or that are valued at over 1 billion. And then, of course, Wes Melcher, and then Ray Higdon, and then his wife, Jessica, and have that exposure. I mean, these people, when they do private coaching, they charge thousands of dollars. And so to go and get a dinner and have that kind of VIP access, I mean, that's thousands of dollars in value. So, I mean, you could come up with some things that you could get on eBay, or even like Facebook Marketplace. You can list some stuff on there. I mean, I just did this with my daughter the other day. My daughter wanted something, and I was like, look, Gianna, you've got a bunch of stuff. You've got a bunch of clothes you don't wear. You've got some stuff. You could put this stuff on Facebook Marketplace. You could put this stuff on eBay. I have some stuff in the attic that I've carried with me that I don't use, that you can easily get two or three or $400. And so I think there's a lot of things that you could do last minute to raise some money to be able to go, because I'm just telling you, if you could come up with the $300 or $400 you would need to get your flight booked, and find a roommate to save some money on that. And here's the other thing: if it comes down to it, there's also some hostels on Miami Beach. And some of those hostels are only like $30 or $40 a night. It's shared bathrooms and stuff. But look, at the end of the day, if you want to make this happen, and I know the impact that this event can have on your business and have on your life, because if it wasn't for these types of events, I would never have had the opportunity to do what I've done in my career. So I know that it's going to be worth it for the extra sacrifice to try to figure out a way to make it work. Sound good?
That is, I never thought about selling. Yeah, I never thought about selling anything on Facebook Marketplace. That is a great way to get a couple $100. So yeah, let me see what
Yeah,
I
I
can
mean,
do.
or eBay too. I mean, you could do a 3 day auction, a 5 day auction. I mean, girls have purses, you've got shoes. I mean, stuff goes in and out of style. I mean, it's crazy. And I just moved recently, so I went through some stuff, and Gianna was wanting some stuff. I'm like, look, Gianna, you just had your birthday, you just had this other stuff. Like, look, here's some things. I'll show you how to set it up on eBay. There's a lot of ways where you can raise some money and make some money. And if you do it on a budget, you could stay at a hostel. There's several on Miami Beach. And so if you can't find a roommate, I would encourage you guys to post in the groups. If you're looking for a roommate, we have almost 100 rooms. They let us add a few. And so we have more than what our original room block was. And so there's a lot of people that have rooms. And so there may be some people that are in a tight financial situation, or we're, pinching pennies to get there. And so ask for roommates. We had roommates at a lot of the World Ventures events back in the day. People were bringing snacks. I had people that packed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. They packed peanut butter and crackers. They packed meal bars, and they didn't spend any money on food, And
Yeah.
so, because the training was $300, we charged $299 for our trainings at World Ventures, and we did these every month. So you were buying a flight, you were paying for hotel, and so we had a lot of people that really just did whatever it took to get to that training. And here's the other thing: is every conversation I'm having with everyone on my team, everyone I'm signing up, everyone I'm presenting to, I'm bringing up Miami, because Miami is going to create culture. It's going to get people excited. It's going to keep people engaged. People that come to the events never quit. I mean, they're locked. And you're going to see, in fact, a lot of the people that were at Tulum are going to be in Miami. And when you guys hear where we're going in January, I got a deal that, honestly, I'm good at getting deals. I'm good at what I do. But the deal that I got for January, you guys are going to be blown away by where we're doing Breakthrough in January. It's in the Caribbean. I got rooms for, in some instances, it's going to be like 70% off. Okay. And it is their biggest week of the entire year. So I pulled all kinds of strings and favors, because this is one of my favorite places. And I've spent my birthday there 2 of the last 3 years. It is my favorite place on earth as far as a resort goes. Okay. And that's where we're going in January. I'm not going to tell you any more than that. Some of you are probably already starting to figure it out, but the deal is that we have very limited availability. So we are going to be announcing that event and announcing ticket sales for that event in Miami. And so this type of event promotion and these types of conversations that I'm having with Tiffany, I'm having in every conversation. I'm having them with leaders. I'm having them with prospects. I'm having them with people that I want to get excited about the business, because I'm telling you, these kinds of events, these kinds of, the music festival, the photos, the videos, the social media you're going to have with the signs, the Bryte Lyfe logo is going to be up on the screens. It's going to be up on the stages. This is going to totally validate what we're doing. And so it is going to be massive PR exposure. It's going to be massive advertising for your business. All the people that doubt you or think it's not real or don't believe, they're watching you. Okay. So if you're saying you're committed and you're going to make this work, you need to be in Miami, because if you're not in Miami, in my opinion, you are not committed, and it is not going to work. I told you last week, the one thing that was consistent 100% of the time with the top 50, the top 10, the top 5 earners is they never missed events. So the contest is live as of right now. So the way you win the contest is you have to send me a message. So it's wes@wesmelcher.com, or you can send me a direct message on Instagram. As soon as you have the 5 points, that is the only way you can win. So you'll need to send me who the 5 points are, who bought the tickets, who you signed up, and send that to me in an email, and I will confirm if you were one of the first 5. It could happen in the next 24 hours, but we're going to have people working their butts off this weekend to get that dinner because it is a very expensive restaurant, and the access to people who have started multiple billion-dollar companies, a private dinner with them. You know, people pay $250,000 or more to have lunch with Warren Buffett. He does a charity deal every year, and I think last year somebody paid like 2 million. Okay, they used to sell this lunch with Warren Buffett. It was a big fundraiser charity thing, and they would spend $250,000, and I think now it's like over $2 million to have lunch with Warren Buffett. Think about the questions and the access that you're going to have at one of the hottest places in all of Miami Beach, one of the most world famous places, and it's going to be free for you. And all you have to do is get 5 points. And so go get signed up for the training, go get your tickets to the music festival, get your people signed up. And thank you, Tiffany and Eva, for helping today with the training, and all of you that are going to be part of the B2B training that's starting in about 25 minutes. You're in for an incredible day with Sarah Gallo. She's been working around the clock on this, and there's a lot of people that are confirmed for that. Thank you guys so much for all the kind words and the prayers for my dad and for my family. I really appreciate it. It's been a long couple of weeks for us, but he's hanging in there, and so we're going to keep praying and hoping for the best. And so thank you all so much for being here today. And Sarah will be getting started with the B2B training in about 25 minutes. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow night, corporate call, 7:00 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern, and then our big Sunday night Blitz presentation. We're going to announce something special tomorrow night that we're going to do this week. So make sure you get everybody on the corporate call tomorrow night and on that Zoom presentation with your prospects. Have a great weekend, guys. God bless.